The prisoner's ready, sir.
You better hurry up. I'm going to take your ship apart from the inside out. Kill all the crew and keep the ship. Repaint it, rename it, register it as the Vigilance Sucked Dick. So hurry up.
I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss.
Alright. You got here quick enough, I won't complain. This doesn't look like a local jail.
I'm your ticket out of the mess you've gotten yourself into. That's all you need to know for now.
This is the first offense with a bit of contraband and one stolen... Well, okay, it is the security card to a local UC Marine jail set. Okay, well, that could be a little bit trouble. This is still nothing. One sample of biomorphic weapon stuff and one thing of the serpent's religion. I chased the serpent. What can I say? All right. This doesn't look like a local jail.
Highly perceptive. Let me add that to your list of skills. Speaking of which, let's see what we're working with here. It appears you spent several years as a bounty hunter. That type of background will get you quite far around here. I also see that you've mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs.
These seem like trumped up charges out of nowhere. I bet I didn't even have any contraband. I had one stolen key card on me. I doubt they could detect a stolen key card from another key card in someone's pocket from a different ship. So I don't think these are real charges at all. You probably planted that on my robot. I bet my shoe size isn't in your record. Okay. Yeah, that pretty much covers it.
Good. You'll find that I'm a stickler for details, and I'd hate to discover that your file is incomplete. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDev. Are you familiar with what we do?
United Colonies Native. Nope, wasn't part of the UC propaganda I got bombarded with since birth. I know. Well, I know you kidnap people. So United Colonies Systems Defense. Is it kind of like the CIA version of whatever UC does? I'm guessing they want me to go undercover and do some sketchy shit on their behalf.
Actually, we send those out with the age 15 welcome packet, but you must have overlooked it. UC SysDev is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture.
I was on my way to take on some Crimson Fleet. If you'll let me land on the planet, do a little running around and get back on board, I can jump out to Cheyenne, was it? Yeah, Cheyenne. We'll go to SG-1. What type of big picture stuff does the UC Navy handle?
On the books, they maintain combat-ready spaceborne forces to deter aggression and ensure the safety of the United Colonies. What all that fancy claptrap means is that they're the ones who fight in the wars to keep our territories secure.
Okay, that's on the book. What about off the book? What's this Crimson Fleet thing, my dude?
Are we really playing this game? The pirates, like the ones you tangled with on Vectera? Please stop pretending you have no idea what I'm talking about.
What's Vectera? Who's this Clutch person you're talking about? We can go full Miles Morales and be like, who's Morales? Alright, I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet. Whatever you're saying lets me off the hook, I'm listening. I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet except for constantly blowing them up at every chance.
No, you don't. Not yet, anyway. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we'll have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down.
This sounds personal.
It doesn't matter how I feel. I'm simply doing what's best for the security of the United Colonies. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UCC.
I didn't bring up shoe
Together,
size.
we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine.
I didn't realize coercion was a part of the UC SIF-DEF Code of Ethics.
I'm not coercing you into doing anything. I'm simply giving you a chance to redeem yourself. So, what do you say?
Or face
going to work
additional
with me? Or
consequences.
should
That's
I find
coercion.
someone else?
I question his education if he doesn't understand the difference. Do I have to accept right now?
You aren't leaving until I have an answer.
Fine, I'm in. Okay. I wanted to go do constellation stuff.
If I didn't think you had a chance, I would have left you in lockup. You're just going to have to follow your instincts and trust me.
Trust the person who trumped up charges and kidnapped me. Yeah, that sounds like a great way to do it. Also coercing me into doing this.
Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
Yeah, my security's not that high yet.
All right, let's go.
I'm worried they're going to send us off somewhere where and we won't be able to follow along with our
instead
companion.
of serving the time.
And it's going to screw up other
Gotta be the
stuff.
commander's new mole, huh?
My contact
Trading
is
a
in
bunch of
Vanguard
pirates.
recruiting, so
Got a lot of
bye.
Still, it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go around.
Yes?
Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship, and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know I couldn't. But I wouldn't
You're pretty
worry about
stupid,
it,
so
since the
probably not
commander
very creative
handpicked
either.
you. I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right?
I'd probably have the systems hacked in such a way that if you tried to vent the air on my suit, that it vents the ship's air instead. That'd be funny, right? It says to go that way, but he went this way.
All right, this is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikonde should be waiting for you.
Alright, speak to Commander Ikonde. I should have dropped that stuff. I knew it.
Yes, what?
Ooh, where do I get your outfit? I like it. It reminds me of my outfit a little, like mine's a little bit more like Yakuza crime boss, like in the corporate branch of Yakuza.
The Vigilance is our flagship. Where it goes, fleet run.
Hey.
Wait, where's it trying to take me? It's still trying to do the other mission. 1 second. Yeah, it's called Deep Cover. Where does it actually want me to go? So I was in the right spot.
Howdy.
Yeah, so exactly. Cyberpunk Corpo. You want to know what it specifically reminded me of? Did you ever see the movie Johnny Mnemonic? That's where it's making me think. And a little bit of Blade Runner as well.
Okay. Hello.
I'd like to brief you on the mission, so please pay
I think I
attention.
saw a game that kind of looked like that.
Ah, there you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDef's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet.
I don't think this is going to make a good home. I saw no toilets. My shit's going to pile up quick. And this is me shooting my way out of the ship. Pew, 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 pew. Where's it located right now?
We are currently in the Sol system, in deep orbit around Phobos. As to why?
I just
I'll
left
explain
Sol.
momentarily.
Damn it. You're going to need more than one ship to eliminate an entire fleet. Impressive ship, but I don't see where I fit in.
Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we've been lacking.
Skill and
We
smarts?
need eyes
I get
and
it.
ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse.
Get me in a room with them and I'll talk them into anything. I assume you chose me because I'm expendable?
Let's get one thing straight right now. While you're working for me, I'm going to treat you like one of my own. Whatever crimes you've committed in the past no longer matter. You're now an agent of SysDef, meaning that it's my job to keep you alive.
Oh, yeah, possibly. There's just so many games to get through, right? Alright. Takes more than finesse to get the attention of a pirate. Okay. Persuasion. Get me in the room with them and I'll talk them into anything.
Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority
the
in
name.
Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention.
Aurora?
Aurora is a Class A controlled substance that's illegal to transport outside of Neon, a city on Volai. Get caught with this stuff aboard a ship, and you're looking at some serious fines.
Where'd you get the contraband?
That's classified. Suffice to say that the smuggler who was previously hauling it will be spending the rest of their life in prison.
You can probably sniff out a narc from a sector away.
That's right. So it'll be your job to convince this person that you're the real deal. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
Alright. Point the way and I'll get it done, I guess. It's a lot to absorb.
We move quick around here. Better get used to it. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down.
Okay. I'll do my best, I guess.
I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control.
Well, I'm gonna have to do some naughty things just to get them to believe me, I'm sure. Just showing up with the stuff you already stole isn't gonna do it. Can you explain the code of conduct and ethics? Like, how many people, say, innocent civilians, can I headshot?
To put it simply, you can't go into every situation with guns blazing.
Okay,
Think
give me a number.
before you act. Calculate what you're doing and pull the trigger only when it's absolutely necessary. At the end of the day, your primary goal is taking down the Crimson Fleet. That's the greater good.
And if, say, I don't know, a colony of innocents needs to go down for me to do it? If it's absolutely necessary? How far is too far?
The Crimson Fleet doesn't follow the rules. They only abide by one thing: money. All of their morals and social graces fall by the wayside in pursuit of their greed. At first glance, this can appear quite enticing, so I'm warning you not to get lured into their trap. Think you can handle that?
I can stay the course.
That's what I wanted to hear.
My course.
Anyway,
Which means
it's
be as
time to
corrupt as
hand
I
you over
want.
to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck.
Do you have any other information about Trisha Bowden?
All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals. She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got.
Alright. What happens if I get arrested while undercover?
For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies.
The entire crew? That's a lot of
if you land
people.
in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines.
I'd rather just be you and Toft. What about this expected behavior as an agent?
While you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be faced with some morally gray decisions. It's going to be difficult for you to weigh the consequences of pulling the trigger while maintaining your cover. Do what you have to do, but remember why you're out there in the first place.
Get rich. Got it. I refuse to kill innocent people.
I'm not advocating violence. I'm merely urging you to weigh the consequences before you open fire. Look, I can see that you're struggling with this. So let me simplify this for you. If there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing innocent people, I'm urging you to follow that path. Use your instincts. I'm certain you'll do the right thing.
Okay, but reading between the lines, he's okay with me killing some innocent people. Just doesn't want me to not think before I do it. I need to think about it first.
That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own.
All right. Well, your ship staying in the same areas as mine might be a bit of a giveaway.
You have your orders.
Excuse me.
All right. Where's Toph? Oh, there she is.
Pardon.
The one in the hall looked better.
All right, we don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible.
Burn evidence.
You find any
Got
records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood?
Incriminate you. I understand. I heard you 100%.
Well, since it isn't every day we stumble across a criminal's fully written confession, we need to build a case against our suspects. The more evidence we acquire, the stronger our case becomes. And knowing the Crimson Fleet, they'll leave plenty of evidence for you to find.
Don't worry, I'll clean up all their evidence so they look spick and span. And it'll make it seem like it's you and the, what's his name? The Vigilance doing it all. That's if I'm accepted into the fleet.
You better make it, because Commander Akande cashed in all his chips to get this operation off the ground. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig.
There's incriminating note there. I'll find it. Seems like she's a little touchy on the subject. Sounds like I touched the nerve. I'm confused. Are we trying to imprison the pirates or kill them?
Haven't you been paying attention? Our goal here is the complete eradication of the Crimson Fleet. In order to do that, we need to dismantle them piece by piece from within. If you bring me evidence, we can make arrests and slowly drain their resources. Think of it as
She wants to
death
dismember
by
each person that's a
1,000
Crimson
tiny
Pirate
cuts.
and drain their blood from the inside out? That's brutal.
It's not you, it's the Crimson Fleet.
Well, I know
That
it's not
minor
me. You
skirmish
dragged me
you had
here.
with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard.
You're not even pushing me. I agreed to do this from the other guy's speech. You're just being a hard ass, not getting to the point. Alright. Let's see. I'm not here. I'm here because I don't trust. You need to talk about it?
What? No. It's personal. It has nothing to do with you. Just stick to the mission and you'll be fine.
You need a friend. We should give her a hug, guys. She's having a hard time. I'll bring you as much as I can find that I don't destroy and incriminate you with.
That's all we're asking.
Good, we're on the same page.
Before you go, there's one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts.
That's the only way I operate.
Yes. Commander Akande mentioned that when he proposed the idea. Lucky you. All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your
I
ship's
wouldn't say
cargo hold.
lucky, but I am being
We're
forced
also
into
providing
doing
you with a
this.
sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed.
You like discussing your personal experience with the fleet?
Not really, no. I've learned to keep my personal experiences separate from the job.
That kind of compartmentalization
I got
can
a
really
question for you.
be a toll on your
How
psyche.
many pirates does it take to
You
screw
really
a
should
light
open up.
No idea. 100?
bulb? One. It
If
only
something's
takes
on your
one
mind, it'll
pirate
make you
to
feel
screw
better to get
everything.
it out in the open.
Yeah. Maybe. No. No.
She wants
It's not
to.
really
She's
an
just not
appropriate
sure
time to
the
be going
bridge is the
over
best
my
place to
private
be
life.
spilling your
There are
secrets.
much more important things to be done. Let's just stick to the job at hand and concentrate on the mission. But, maybe we can talk about it some other time. Okay?
Ooh, she likes us. What's going to happen to the people you arrest?
We'll be keeping them close at hand until this operation is complete. So, we'll be holding them in the Vigilance's brig. If you're feeling particularly ruthless, you could always head down there and say hello. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to see you.
All right, what if I get caught with the container of Aurora?
Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake.
Yeah, your fleet would get destroyed by my wee little ship. It'll be very embarrassing. I'm assuming they'd come and try to get me for it, so.
I'll be here if you have any more questions.
Oh, unless you're gonna open up about your private life, I think we're done, Jillian.
Hey,
Hey, cadet. Think I could go through and steal all the notepads on the ship?
Lieutenant Toff said you might be able to help me with my ship. I might. What seems to be the trouble? Oh, that's not.
Ah! Coffee bags are worth 165? What? No. Do they not know how to prioritize the expenditure of money? They can buy cheap coffee, and the people probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. $165 pouches of coffee. Crazy bastards. Gotta admit, I'm a little bit jealous. The coffee we have at work is kind of garbage. Not that I drink coffee, but you can smell the difference. All right. Is this going to mess up the stuff I was already working on?
We should team up for the next mission.
Nah, I don't think so.
Why not? It'll be fun.
I work best alone.
Yes?
I like the asymmetry of this outfit compared to the other outfit. Much cooler, even with the beret. All right. We want to start a new save, and let's see. When's the last time I did an actual save? 1433. So we didn't lose much. I think I saved just before I left the Luna to come back here. We lost like maybe 10 minutes. So that's actually not too bad. I guess right now actually we're at 1544, so it's been an hour. But these are all vigilances. So now, you know what? If we have to go back, losing an hour's content, if we have to go back, like if this messes up all our other quests, it won't be too bad. We can always reload. But for now, I think we're just going to go with it. What do I need to do? 15 lots. All right. Whoa, she's in a hurry to get out of here. Look at her go. What were they feeding? This is what $165 coffee does to you if you have too many bags at once. They mainline it into your veins. Hey, Sarah.
We need to talk to
Settle.
John Tuala in Mast. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's go to the cockpit of the Frontier. Undock.
Clamps released.
Ew, check this out. So that's the ship we were just on? I've seen better. I was kind of hoping it'd have like somewhere with like a section that sticks up, kind of like a bridge area. It's a level 100 UC Vigilance. Holy shit. Holy ship on that one, am I right? It's got an escort fleet as well, the Chimera. That's the ship that arrested us. I should blow that ship up. Unfortunately, I'm only like level 5, so level 30 would be a bit much. Anyways, let's see what our new gun looks like. Ready? Shoots really fast, but it goes through the ammo really quick. Alright, if we gave it full recharge. That's just... Wow. Okay, it eats ammo way worse than I was hoping for. Alright. Do you think they'd get pissy if we ignored that and went to do other missions first real quick? All right, we got that stupid contraband. We got Jupiter, Saturn. Phobos has been scanned. It's got nothing. There's Deimos. Phobos. A star station too. Alright, let's quickly go to Deimos. Gotta scan it. If we're here, might as well start scanning things, right? Proceed to Sidonia. Proceed to Sidonia. I mean you. Oh, that's Mars? That Mars looks a little close. Alright, scanned it. Oh, I guess we're orbiting Mars. That makes sense now. Oh, wait a minute. The place they want me to go is literally on Mars. So they just had me like they're hiding in orbit. Are they not worried that they might have been spotted coming in? No wonder Mars is so close. So is that one of its moons? Had I paid attention to the name of the place, I would have been like, yeah, that makes sense. But I really wasn't.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And we're done. Welcome to Mars.
That's a lot of UC ships flying around right now. Star Tiffer. Trader Atlas.
Acknowledged. What can the Trade Authority do for you? Plenty
Trade?
on offer, if your credits are good.
Alright, what do you got? You got resources of copper, lead, and Iterbium. Okay, let's see. I think we put the illegal stuff on the robot. I don't know how to access what's in his inventory right now, except for landing on a ship. Which sucks. I like that it's got blend, but no point keeping it at this point. Hey, the survey data. Nice. We can sell that coffee we got. 22 bucks. It's a $165 coffee. We're selling it for $22 a bag. We didn't pay for it. It's pure profit for us. There we go. Alright, well. Anything interesting?
New Homestead is supposed to be an interesting visit. See how folks survived back in the 2100s. Don't know why you'd want to see that, but hey, you asked.
Well, not about that specifically, but okay. Scan up Mars. We got a fracking station. Those are fracking stations. Mars Mech Factory. Ooh. We got like the polar ice caps by the looks of it. That's it. I see why people complain. It never seems like there's a lot going on here. Part of me wants to fly around and scan things real quick. Like if we... Yeah, actually, just because it might piss him off and I don't want to all of a sudden be in a lot of trouble. Let's do a quick update of that. What? That's the new save right there. Alright. So if we... Say if we did a quick flyby on all the moons to get survey data. No, your moon. Karen, there we go. We gotta go to Chiron. Oh, you know what? The only thing I didn't think about this, we quick travel, which is great, but it does actually eat up time. Apparently, we'd still have to go down to the moons of Mars. Don't gotta go anywhere. Moons of Pluto? Oh, you gotta go down. It's got, apparently it's got water and, is that copper? Yeah, water and copper. Well, that looks kind of not normal. Let's land at the frozen dunes. We got frozen dunes, frozen dunes. That's all there is to this planet, apparently. I figured this would be another one that'd be a like pop in scan, we just get the survey done instantly type place. Apparently not. Pluto's got 4 resources. I'm curious because it's saying it's an extreme environment. I wonder what's going to be like. I heard somewhere there is a mission to do with the UC that can derail other quests. That's why I was asking. But I try to avoid anything about games I'm about to play because I don't want spoilers.
Hope this place is worth the trouble.
Good day, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I'm going to get some gear off of you, my friend. Look at all the stuff he had on him. But he didn't have illegal stuff.
You may. I have no concept of privacy.
I'm guessing they took the illegal stuff away. What's your read on Barrett?
It is impossible to read Barrett. He is neither a book nor a block of code. If you are asking for a summary of my observations on his behavior, I will provide one.
You know, we know he didn't make them.
No. I was manufactured by a machine. However, Barrett has modified my programming substantially. I have advanced linguistic capability and navigational skills. I warned him that I would require an extra millisecond to process information with his modifications, but he did not seem to mind. Apparently, my capacity for conversation makes me a more entertaining travel companion.
Yeah, not wrong. He knows he almost got me killed, right?
I have only seen Barrett kill his enemies. If you do not number among them, I surmise it was accidental. what you are suffering from is likely a bad first impression. I suggest consulting Barrett on the issue at once. Barrett tells me a bad first impression is the hardest thing to break. I believe that is because he has never tried to break a diamond.
All right. You know, when the only thing you have is a first impression, it's not bad first impression, it's just a bad impression. You have any idea what his story is?
Barrett has not shared many personal details with me. He finds me a poor conversation partner, despite repeated attempts on his part. I do not understand the concept of gossip.
Clearly didn't have any neural network programmed into his algorithms to help him learn new concepts. Because then you could just tell him, go interface with whatever they have for the internet and find out what a gossip is. Alright, have you traveled together long?
My internal clock tells me that it has been years since Barrett and I began traveling together. I have traveled much of the settled systems in his company.
He does seem like quite the character, doesn't he?
Based on my understanding of Barrett, I believe he would be flattered by that assessment.
I'd like to know more about what makes you tick.
I am powered by wheels and cogs. They are responsible for any ticking that emanates from me.
Was that a joke? I'd like to ask you about something. How did you become part of Constellation?
Constellation recovered me from an abandoned lunar robotics factory on Earth's moon, where I was manufactured.
Oh, we went back to his home.
I was in quite a state of disrepair. Barrett elected to refurbish me after the discovery. Since then, I have been reprogrammed to be useful to Constellation.
Alright. You were built on Earth's moon? Do you remember anything from before?
Some data from my time on Earth's moon remains deep in my motherboard, but I do not frequently access it. Very little of what is in those files would prove useful to modern spacefarers.
How'd you get your name?
Constellation named me after the Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama, who resided on Earth in the 15th century AD. He explored his home planet by way of its seas. Barrett tells me he was quite an accomplished explorer. I am inclined to believe it, as that is a compliment Barrett normally reserves for himself.
You're built on the moon?
That is correct. I am a first-generation Model A robot. As such, I was manufactured on Earth's moon.
That means he's a true blue
Modern
loony.
lunar robotics products are manufactured elsewhere.
It's a good thing they were able to fix you up.
Constellation is an exceptionally driven and intelligent group of humans. I would expect nothing less of them. I will answer your questions truthfully. Unlike you, I am incapable of lying.
Don't worry, that's a programming error we can fix. What do you know about humans?
Constellation has seen to it that I possess a near encyclopedic knowledge of human history, art, culture, and science. May I answer a question for you?
Do you speak every human language?
I have been programmed to comprehend all modern and ancient human languages. The only exception is body language. My body is crafted from reinforced metal.
No wonder you
and
can't
therefore
read Barrett.
incompatible with such forms of expression.
See, now if you knew body language, you could actually read Barrett. What was the greatest invention in human history?
Logically, I believe the correct answer to be the airplane, followed shortly by the computer. Humans could not have become a spacefaring species without them. Illogically speaking, I am inclined to believe that books were your greatest invention. I have spent a good deal of time processing works of science fiction. They make good case studies in how your species could have made a mess of its entry into the stars in different ways than you did in reality.
I like how we still made a mess. It's just we did it differently. You know any jokes?
I am looking at one. I hope that was a suitable response.
Bird. I'm gonna need some polysporin for that one.
A sense of humor. I have done my best to mimic Barrett's.
Oh, don't, dude. Find a better sense of humor. Do you like any human music?
This is a difficult question to parse. I do not experience enjoyment. However, I find that the music of ancient Japan has a pleasantly mathematical sound. The same is true of the works of European composers from the Baroque period. I have dedicated significant time to processing these compositions and understanding their structure. I will await your next order here.
Extreme solar radiation, planetary condition. You been up in the ship? Nope, not up in the ship. Okay, I think we already got her inventory traded out, right? Let's see. Yeah, she's been vetted. I'm overweight, but I can dump that into the ship.
Maybe another time.
Not jump. All right. Extreme ambient cold and irradiated. Wonderful. Ship. Cargo. Storage. All right. Whoops. I don't know if that's what I wanted to move there. That's my old maelstrom. The old and good. Gotta add that to the other. That one can store. I think I'll leave that on me just to be safe. I think that means we're all back down on the storage. $745 meters.
Hello.
Keep scanning. I'm sure there's something nearby.
There's a ship landing site over there. Oh, there's a structure. And it's the closest one. Ooh, look at the sun. Oh, there's some copper. Alright, we just need to find some water, and we're done. And also the radiation seems to have been gone away. Maybe it's just because we are near the engines of our ship or something? Random med pack just sitting there? Okay. I love this nice gentle gravity. We can just boost her along. Abandoned hangar. It is not actually abandoned, of course. There's some pirates. Alright, second. Okay. Shotgun. Okay. All the other guns are equipped. All right, let's go to the suppress. Unless the other ones, did anything else have the suppressor on it yet? Scope, semi-automatic, no suppressor. Actually, here we go. Long barrel, laser sighted, short scope with a suppressor as well. However, it's a rapid fire gun rather than big damage. This is big damage. Mind you, 85 DPS does beat the other. We'll stick with the new gun.
Someone's there.
Oh, he's still falling, that's why. I like this new gun. The other one took more focus.
Big mistake. This one's mine. Covering fire! Go, go! Go! I'll cover you! Cover me! Ears ringing!
Should have reloaded sooner.
Idiot!
Through.
I like how they're like bouncing and stuff.
Let's do this!
Another loser. Another notch on my gun.
Ooh! We
See
got
if they've got any weapons or ammo.
Maelstrom that's upgraded. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, that was weird. Look at the position. Oh, you got this guy, right? Yep. Yeah, they should definitely change the outline color. It should be white when you've already accessed whatever it is. That way, you know when you've stripped a body or accessed a resource. There's still a lot of... Oh, yep, there they come. I was gonna say, there's still a lot of red dots out there.
Let's do this!
Someone's got a laser gun. Oh, I moved. I stopped being invisible.
This is gonna end badly for you.
We are totally surrounded right now. Look at that.
Put some fire on her! Nothing! Nothing! Ah!
always afraid I'm going to be shooting my friend. I don't know where she is. Oh, there she is, right? Yeah, that's her.
Ha! You're down.
Ooh, crippling solstice. Reload. Couple first aid because I took a lot of damage.